the Chicago Sun-Times. Welcome to the Ravenswood episode of The Grid. We're gonna head to the Ravenswood Chamber of Commerce. But first, I need coffee. It's gonna be a long day. I feel better already. Right off the Montrose Brown Line stop, there's a ton of places to eat. Glenn's Diner is one of my absolute favorites. They even have a cereal bar if you're not into all the seafood that they have. Also, there's a lot of Thai here. One of them is Mad Love, and then of course for dessert, you can go over to Margie's Candy. Okay, let's head over to the Ravenswood Chamber of Commerce.
When I think of Ravenswood, I think of artistry, niche manufacturing, printmaking, Malt Row, and our breweries. Everyone here likes to live, work, and play here. We all support one another. We're all in this together, and it is a little sense of Mayberry in the city of Chicago.
What are the borders of Ravenswood? There seems to be a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of debate.
Even in the 70s, there was a contention about where is Ravenswood.
Okay.
And so now we go from Clark Street to Irving to Foster to Levitt.
The Brown Line stops that are in Ravenswood would be Montrose and Damon.
And Irving.
And Irving, that's right. It goes up to Irving. So we're gonna put our flag into Irving.
Yeah! That's history. That's history, baby. History.
Along the Ravenswood Industrial Corridor, there's all sorts of artisans and craftsmen and niche manufacturing going on. There's a lot of studios that look like they're not open to the public, but they really are. It's definitely worth exploring.
Ravenswood is a really naturally beautiful area. A lot of people walk around. So we really wanted to get a space that people could see what we're doing from the outside, that had windows to the outside. So we're making work, we're putting it out front so people will be curious about it. And then the beauty is, in Ravenswood, a lot of these buildings are zoned for manufacturing, so we can actually do manufacturing in this building, but yet have kind of a street presence and engagement.
Does Chicago buy more of your poster maps?
Yes, by double, I think.
Than any other city?
Than any other city, yeah.
It's because we're so proud of our neighborhoods.
This is a full-service repair shop for mallet percussion instruments. So anything from small bells or dinner chimes all the way up to chimes that you see in a symphony orchestra and everything in between. So xylophones, marimbas, vibraphones, all that kind of stuff.
What about like this? Oh!
The Nature Museum is the Chicago Academy of Sciences, is our institution, and we were founded in 1857. From then to the present, we've been studying urban ecology in Illinois and around the Midwest. So here in front of us, we actually have some of the specimens that we're processing into our scientific collections and our teaching collections to help scientists as well as the public learn about nature in our backyards.
The museum is actually in Lincoln Park.
Yes.
But we are in Ravenswood.
Yes.
So tell us what we're doing in Ravenswood.
It's our storage for our scientific collections, archives, and our library, and then all of the staff offices and workstations. We're not open to the public. We do participate in the Ravenswood Art Walk, and we really love to open our doors for that. We've participated in the last 5 years. And I think each year we attract more and more visitors through our doors.
Okay, so we've already seen a lot today. Time for a little snack. How about arepas at one of my favorite Venezuelan spots?
Arepas is the Venezuelan sandwich. It's like the most traditional items in Venezuelan cuisine.
And you said these two arepas are your two most popular here.
Yeah, that's this one is the pabellon, which has cheddar beef, plantain, cheese, and black beans. And these are the reina pepiada, which is chicken avocado salad and Gouda cheese.
No trip to Ravenswood is complete without visiting my favorite brewery on Malt Row, Dovetail.
Dovetail Brewery was founded by Bill Wesselink and me in 2016. We're almost 2 years old. So Bill and I, we're both certified master brewers. And we actually met in beer school in Germany. So about a year after we met, we decided, hey, let's get together and form a brewery. And that's kind of what the name refers to. It refers to the dovetail joint of carpentry, which is the strongest joint in woodworking and best dovetails hold without glue and nails. So we see this brewery as two brewers coming together to form a stronger brewery. What's great about Ravenswood and the Ravenswood corridor here is that they're all these old industrial buildings. There are other breweries around, so we've got I believe it's 6 breweries and 1 distillery. And we've kind of banded together to call ourselves Malt Row. We want to brew great beer, number one. We want to make a living doing something that we love to do.
And you can't get beer any fresher than this.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. No, we just kegged that last week. So
It's delicious. As you can tell, it's a little too easy to drink.
That's great. Cheers.
Cheers. Well, Hagen did say that Begyle was only 200 feet away. I mean, it would be a shame to only come to one brewery on Malt Row. Oh my God, this is so funny running into you.
Cheers.
Cheers. How you been?
Good.
Oh man, that's good. So Michael, tell me why this is your favorite place.
Really casual, and it's a good place to actually to bring food, or they often have food trucks outside, so it's kind of always a different kind of food if you're going to eat here, which is a lot of fun.
Super dog friendly.
Super dog friendly. It's a good happy hour spot.
How would you describe Ravenswood in one sentence?
I would say that it's a strong commercial / craft community with beautiful tree-lined streets.
Well, with all these great artists and makers and manufacturers, you know there's got to be a ton of good shopping in Ravenswood. Tell me about your shop.
So Sailor is a lifestyle store in the Ravenswood neighborhood of Chicago. We specialize in handmade jewelry. We have about a dozen designers in the store.
And what's the price range here?
We start at about $40 for brass and cap out around $4,000. So it's a very, very broad range.
Lovely. So there's a little bit of everything. Well, you know I like to end the grid with a nice meal, and today it's going to be at Band of Bohemia, a Michelin-starred brew pub in Ravenswood. It's true, and we're going to talk to the chef and the owner. Are you guys part of the Malt Row? Technically,
we are, absolutely.
Wow.
As well.
I bet they like including you guys.
We enjoy being a part of it. We have an amazing demographic in Ravenswood. You know, I live in the corridor myself. It's one of the favorite all the years I've been in the industry.
Yeah.
By far my favorite clientele. And they hear Michelin star.
Yeah.
That's I just can't walk in. I mean, we recommend that you make reservations, but walk-ins are welcome. It's not something we're gunning for. We always said that we would work with a Michelin star mindset because it's just the style that we know, but it was never our intention. That was just a blessing.
So if you're coming into town, you know, from wherever you are, it's what's your list? Mm-hmm. You know, hopefully we're on that list.
And is the pressure now on since you have a Michelin star? Are you always like, we got to keep it?
I mean, kind of. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean,
but as a first brew pub to ever get one?
Our safety net, if you will, we'll always will have that. You know, because I mean, we'll always be that first one that got it.
Gotcha.
You know, so I mean, that in itself was really cool.
Awesome.
You know, the whole keeping it's stressful, but
It's a nice stress. What sets your beer apart?
Well, we do the odd beers. No, we do the ones that are going to be more specifically food friendly. Everybody kind of has their own little niche, so it's not like everybody's copying each other. Everybody kind of has their own thing, which is really cool.
Your menu is constantly changing.
Yes.
And not only that, you're also having to pair your food with whatever Michael's brewing.
Yep. After doing this a couple times, I kind of understand where his flavor profile goes.
Yeah.
I have an awesome team that we all just sit down, and some nights we'll just sit down and drink beer and take notes, and then other nights we'll sit down and just talk food, and then we'll just come up with ideas.
What do you hope your diner to leave with?
A sense of enjoyment, a sense of a neighborhood restaurant that just does it a little bit better. Because we are a neighborhood restaurant located here in Ravenswood. We like to have fun, man, like not pretentious, just you can come in a suit for a date night, or you can come in and sit at the bar and have a beer and get a chicken dish. It's food for the people.
That chicken, so delicious, so good.
So that was everything.
Oh, chef, it's so delicious. It is outstanding.
That's awesome. I'll leave you alone.
A girl's gotta eat. I'll see you next time on The Grid.
To find all of these places we highlighted in today's video, head to the Chicago Sun-Times website. See you next time on The Grid.